Hey YouTube, been a little while, but I'm back, at least for today, and we'll be covering my carry gun, my HK P2000 and 9mm. First, the HK P2000 came out in the very early thousands. This particular one is 2002 dated. It's also back when HK used to stamp HK on their slides for the switch to a type of laser etching, not too long after. And this particular one is the law enforcement package, at least I'm pretty sure it is, because it came with 3 magazines instead of the usual 2. And it came with glow-in-the-dark meprolite night sights, which actually still work. Considering how old this thing is, I'm actually pretty surprised that they still have some life in them. But HK's P2000 is basically a modernization, you could say, of the USP Compact. The internals are very similar to each other. And they also use the same magazines as the USP Compact. In fact, let's see if the camera will focus it. Oh, wrong way. See, it says a P2000 USP Compact. So it is compatible with both those. So you have a USB Compact, you can use these mags in the P2000 if you so wish, or in the other way around. Which I would like to get a USB Compact one of these days in 9mm, but they're kind of rare in my area, so I haven't seen one. This is also HK's first pistol that includes the standard light rail, which kind of became standardized by Glock, and they ditched the proprietary one HK was using in the 90s for this one, so you could mount modern lights and lasers on this pistol. Also, in response to Walther's interchangeable grip system on the backstrap, HK implemented that on their P2000s, which you have a choice of small, medium, large, and extra large. And the extra large one happens to have like a slight rubberized coating on it. But I have small hands, so small grip. They also add a ambidextrous slide release, which the USP do not have. But also a unique feature that was brought in on the P2000 series is their HK's law enforcement modification trigger, or LEM, which is sort of like a double action only, but has the let me take the magazine, make this a little easier. It has the reset of a single action, because it triggers all the way forward until it hits about there, where it hits a wall and fires. And most double action only pistols, you have to release the trigger all the way for it to fire again. But in the P2000's case, you just have to release it that much and you can fire again. But if you're like all the way after letting it off like that, it's very heavy. Unless it resets itself. So like, let's say you have a dud round, bang. You can fire again, but it'll have a much heavier trigger pull than if it just cycled. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at explaining how the LEM trigger works. For that, you might want to go visit some channels that specialize more into the HK lineup. There's one channel, his name escapes me, but basically he's an expert on HK products. So once this video's up, I'll probably get a link in the description for his channel. I also swapped out the magazine release, because this comes with the USP size magazine release, which is much smaller than the HK45 compact style I put on here. So it's a little bit easier to release the magazines. And I think the USB compact was available in it, but this was also HK's only, this and the P2000 SK, where I think were the only HKs available, and also not just 9mm 40 Smith & Wesson, but 357 SIG. And I think the USB compact is also available in 357 SIG, but I'm not 100% sure, and I think you can convert the USP and the VP40 to 357 SIG. And unfortunately, there is not a version of this in 45 ACP that I'm aware of, like there is for the USP series. And this pistol, I think the only reason why HK is still making it is because, as far as I'm aware, as of right now, the U.S. Border Patrol issues P2000s. So if there's, I'm fairly certain, are in 40 Smith & Wesson. Do a quick little disassembly. Standard polymer frame. Something really fancy there. It has the recoil system that was introduced in the USB compact as well, or USB compact as well. Instead of the dual recoil system, like in the standard full-size USB, you get this little buffer made out of polymer, which helps keep the recoil down a bit. Standard polygonal or polygonal, whichever you prefer, barrel. Take a look inside the slide. Alright. Put this back together. Sorry, it's off screen, as usual, is my phone. Hold on. Usually it's always smooth until I'm on camera, then I'm always dicking around trying to put this thing back together. That's how it always goes, I guess. And this, like I said, is the LEM version. There is a version similar to USP with a safety, like where is a double action, single action pistol. But instead of a lever decocker right here, like on the USP series, it has a button that goes back here, which HK later carried on to their P30 series. But it was first introduced in the P2000 series. And the reason why it has the flat base plate on the magazines is because the way I carry it, my shirt would get caught on these rubberized pointed floor plates right here. They get caught there. My shirt wrap around that. So I went with the subdued ones, I guess you could say, so it doesn't get caught on anything when I draw my pistol. Which the holster I use is this particular one made by We the People Holster Company. It's some random company I found on Amazon. I was looking for holsters for this thing, and they're like one of the first ones that popped up, and looks like a higher quality holster than most of the ones I've seen on there for a Kydex holster, so it's been holding up pretty good. Because I carry this thing appendix, and that's the only reason why I don't carry a striker gun, is because of how I carry my pistols. The only striker I do carry is my Walther P99, just simply because it's got a decocker on it, so it basically has a double action sort of trigger anyway. And I actually got turned on to this pistol by another YouTuber called the Gun Penguin, who did a much better review of this pistol than I ever could. And his round counts are a lot higher than mine for a lot of the pistols he reviews. I wish I had the ammo he goes through, especially now. Mostly with him and another channel called Frontier Set, where he mostly specializes in HK type guns. I'll try to put links in the descriptions for both those channels as well, so you guys can check them out if you want. They're much better content creators than I am. It's been a nice, pretty carrying gun. It's not that heavy, not too girthy, and because the texturing right here doesn't rub up rough against your stomach, and at least an appendix carry, so it's not as rough as, say, the side texturing on the P30 series, where it's like a sandpaper almost. I'd like to get a P2000 SK just to get a little bit shorter grip and barrel, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to carry. And in one of the shops, they do have a P30 SK, so that is also another option, at least in my area. But I prefer the P2000. Mostly because I'm not really a huge fan of front slide serrations on guns. But anyway, thanks for sitting through another one of my terrible videos. Sorry it's been a while, just things been busy and life and all that kind of stuff, but thanks for sticking around and hope you have a nice day.